I kind of owe y'all an explanation on that proposal video. I wasn't expecting that. I wasn't expecting that to kind of take off the way it did, but it did. Let's go ahead and answer the question that everybody want to know. Am I engaged right now? No, I'm not engaged. Hold on. Let me tell you why. I don't do stuff because it's trending. Well, we're talking about marriage here, y'all. Marriage is a big life decision. The guy I was dating, I was not dating him for long. I do feel like, you know, to each person to each person its own. I do feel like you can find a person and just know that that's your person and y'all just get married. I do believe that. But I didn't feel this about the guy. I've been dating him for not that long, y'all. I don't really feel like I know this person. I feel like I know what they told me, but I need to see like your character. I don't know. I'm just not going to jump into something if I don't feel like I truly know you like that. A lot of men can pretend to be what they think you want in order to obtain you. And because I know that I have a major calling on my life, I can't just marry anybody. I know that. I've known it for a while now. That's why I've been single for so long. That's why I've been celibate for so long. Because I'm running from just the wrong connections. So no, I'm not engaged. He did ask me to marry him, and I told him no, and he's okay with that. I need, like I said, it has not been long, so I didn't feel like that was right in my spirit. Marriage is very serious business, y'all. I know that like it's trending right now to be engaged and different things like that, and I do want that, but I want it. It got to make sense, and not only do it got to make sense, um, God got to God. I have to have peace. I have to have peace. God has to be in it. If I don't care, I don't care, I don't care, I don't care. If God's not in it, I'm not in it. Me and God are a team. It's not negotiable. If my father has not given me peace about it, I'm not doing it. It's not happening. Um, and then, yeah, it also has a lot to do with my anointing. Um, so you know, the gifts that God give you will attract certain things, right? But I'm trying to use my discernment, okay? Words can paint beautiful pictures, but actions will is like the is it will speak louder than words, period. Um and so often we can rush into things because well, everybody else is doing it, or I don't I don't want to do that. I don't want to marry somebody just because I'm in love. I feel like love is a part of it, but no, like I feel like it has like marriage is so much more than love. Marriage is a partnership. Marriage is how God describes his love for his church. Marriage is purposeful. Marriage is alignment. And it has, like I said, it has to make not only physical sense, like you have to be physically attracted to the person, but it has to make, this person's attractive, right? But it also has to make like spiritual sense. So although this person is like ready to get married now, me personally, I'm just not there yet. And it, like I said, it has not been that long. I'm not saying it has to be long. Sometimes you can meet a person and you just know that that's the person. Like, okay, this is it. But it just don't feel like that. And and the thing is, listen, somebody who's predatory and just want what they want, they would have said yes. And hear me out. Hear me out, y'all. Hear me out. I needed to know that you're making this decision because you feel led spiritually, not because you're fearful of losing me. That's not making sound. If you're making decisions out of fear, that's not a sound decision. I didn't mean to make this video long with it, but it is. That's not a sound decision. That's not a sound decision. I don't want you to be afraid of anything. I want you to make a decision because you felt led by God. You have peace about it. You have peace about it. It's okay to be afraid. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's nothing wrong being afraid. There's nothing wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like, that happens. But what I'm saying is, I'm scared. So let me just hurry up and grab this last. It's like when people were grabbing the tissue for whatever reason. They started taking all the tissue, and they were doing it out of fear, not out of like being rational. You know, marriage is way too serious just to be saying yes to any and everybody, y'all. It's a beautiful thing, but it's something that I'm willing to take my time with, especially because what I'm called to. And I'm thinking long term. Because my assignment, like, it got to make sense. Personality wise, like, I'm thinking warfare. Can this person handle the warfare that's on my life? Does this person understand certain things? I don't know. It has to make sense. So no, I am not engaged. I am getting to know people for the first time in my life. Multiple people at that. And I'm taking my time. I'm not letting nobody rush me into nothing. I'm not letting nobody make me feel bad for taking my time and really evaluating a partner. I plan on getting married just once. If it's God's will, that my spouse lives long. I plan on getting married once. That's my heart's desire, is to marry one good time and to live my entire life with that person, and whatever happens, we work it out, because ain't no getting a divorce. That's, yeah. So, well, it depends on what's being done. We'll revisit that later. So sorry guys, it was an answer prayer. It was, but I don't know. I don't know. I'm taking my time. Other than that, I realized very quickly that sometimes God will answer your prayer to show you, like, it's very accessible. God can answer a prayer, and you can still, like, take your time. If this is God, then guess what? It's God. And I understand there's windows and there's timing for certain stuff, but I don't know, y'all. Like, I have to be very careful. I have to be very careful. We all should be very careful when it comes to marriage and making decisions, life-changing decisions. Not saying you should be fearful or, analytical, but you should be like this. If I say yes, this person is the person I'm saying yes to for the rest of my life. I don't want to fall under the pressure of, it's trending. No, I don't care what's trending. This is my life. I have to live with this person for the rest of my life. It has to make sense. And with that being said, much love. Sorry to disappoint y'all. Bye.